Hey guys, Born to Lose here. Today I'm going to be doing a little survival school video on first aid kits, med kits. And you should have a first aid kit no matter where you're going, whether it be camping, hiking, shooting. There should be one in your bug out bag or bug out vehicle. And I basically have here is a 2-day adventure medical first aid kit that I've transferred into a MOLLE pack. And I've done that for a couple reasons. I didn't really like the flimsy bag the adventure medical kit came in. The MOLLE pack has a drain hole. It's also, but the main reason is it's more sturdy and has these MOLLE attachments, which is great because I have MOLLE seat covers in my bug out vehicle. I have MOLLE attachment points on my bug out bag, and you can also put it on a tactical vest. So it's very portable, and you want something like that in a first aid kit. If you're bugging out, you have to leave your vehicle behind, and you're going to take your bag or your tac vest. You know, this is a great solution. So that's what you want in a med kit or a first aid kit. It's also very portable. This weighs only about a pound. Most of the stuff in here, like I said, is from an adventure medical first aid kit, but I will probably supplement it as time goes on. I have added a couple little things, but not too much. So we're going to take a look at what's in here. I'm going to try and take things out one at a time because I do have some sort of order in here. The inside of this MOLLE pouch does not have any dividers or compartments, extra dividers, but I have tried to put things in here with a little rhyme and reason. And again, this first aid kit is not the end-all, be-all of first aid kits. This is just a basic guide to some stuff you should have. And I don't think it's complete. I do think that there's some more stuff that definitely can be put into this kit. Also, keep in mind, all this stuff that I'm going to be going over with is useless without knowledge. You should take a basic first aid or CPR class so that in the field you know how to use this stuff and you know how to apply the techniques. It's just like shooting your weapon. You can have the fanciest, weapon system with all the cool add-ons, but if you don't know how to shoot, it's useless. So, same thing applies here. Now, there are several categories that should be in your first aid kit. Generally, you have stuff for fractures, you have stuff for burns, stuff for bleeding, and depending where you are, stuff for insect and snake bites. I certainly don't have all those systems covered in here, but I do have some of them. So we'll start and take a look. First off, as far as fractures go, you've got some bandage for fractures, sprains. You could also do a makeshift sling using this stuff, which is pretty good. You had to. Again, more triangular bandage. This is a little wider, and you do have safety pins to pin your splint or bandage into place. Another item no bug out bag should be without is scissors or EMT shears. EMT shears are desirable. They're a little better for cutting through clothing to get to a wound than scissors, but scissors will do if you have to use scissors. I also like the EMT shears because space. They're smaller than most scissors. I mean, you can get little tiny, nail cutting scissors, but space is always a concern. Portability. You never have enough room, as I'm sure most of you know. As far as bleeding goes, gauze. You want a lot of this stuff, and these did come with the adventure medical kit. So did the fracture stuff. The shears I added in. And it's good to have most of this stuff in the original packaging for, the stuff that needs to be sterile. Otherwise, it's also good for waterproofing, and otherwise Ziploc bags are great. They won't keep stuff sterile that's already been opened, but they will keep water away. Also, as far as wounds and bleeding, I've got some bacitracin. I added this. I think they did give me a blister packet of antibiotic ointment, but I wanted something bigger. This is a good size and will last a long time. There's some things that you really want to double up on and go into excess in your first aid kit, and that's antibiotic ointment is one of them. Another one is tape. I added this gauze tape from CVS. I got it at if you guys don't have a CVS by you, any corner drugstore has this stuff. And they gave me a small one in the adventure medical kit, but I wanted to put a bigger one in there. Tweezers, this came in the kit, pretty self-explanatory. Good size, very compact set of tweezers. Also in a case. Now as we move into this part of the kit, if we get into these little Ziploc bags I have here, This bag here is pretty much all my antibiotic wipes, a few random other things in blister packs, and your medications. Now they give you some very basic blister pack medications here. They give you some ibuprofen. They give you some triple antibiotic ointment. It's water gel. They give you glacier gel. So far all this stuff has come from the Adventure Medical First Aid Kit. This is a burn dressing. But I'll probably add some stuff to this. A bigger bottle of Tylenol. Some good antibiotics if you could get your hands on it. It's hard to without a prescription, but you can order online from some overseas drugstores, and it's a good idea to have it because if someone gets very sick, you are going to need some sort of antibiotic. Also in here is an iodine pack for dressing wounds, although once that's open, I don't know how you're supposed to close that back up. So it's a decent sized packet, you can see there, but once it's open, there's really no way to reseal it. You've also got several band-aids. I'll probably add more of those. You never can have enough band-aids. And you have a disposable thermometer, single-time use thermometer, which is pre-packaged, which is great. You can, go get a nice digital thermometer or something, but then again, you're talking about space. That's every little thing adds a little bit more, takes up a little bit more space. And always compress your Ziploc bags when you put them back in. It'll save you on room. Now in this Ziploc bag, this came with the kit and in a Ziploc bag. It came in a Ziploc bag already. You've got nitrile gloves, biohazard sticker for when you dispose of it in this bag, and you've got a disposable face mask for breathing rescue, which goes back to what I talked about, CPR and first aid. Also in here, we've got a couple swabs. These are tincture swab sticks, so it's good to have a couple of these as well for cuts. Now some of this stuff is overkill, the iodine, the swab, but overkill in a medical kit is good. This is one area where overkill is very good. Another long-tipped applicator or swab. This one is dry, so you can put whatever you need to put on it. Wound closure strips. This I think I picked up at CVS. And I will probably be picking up a Quick Clot at REI. Those things are great to stop wounds when you're bleeding. And there needs to be one in this kit. I just haven't got it around to getting it yet. Some surgical sponges, wipes. Then in here you've got the larger bandages. These are all different brands. Some of these I picked up. This was the CVS brand because they didn't give me that many. So I put about 3 of each in here. You get the idea. A multi-day pad. It's not a Quick Clot, but if you've got a little bit of bleeding on a small cut or a scrape, where it's significant enough that a Band-Aid won't stop it, you can put the Band-Aid and put this over, and it's a good multi-day pad. And again, I've got several brands of those in here. And then all the way in the back, something that every medical kit should have, you've got a field guide to wilderness medicine. This goes over a lot of different things, techniques, dressings, medications, rescue techniques, and how to use a lot of this stuff in the kit. This did come, you could see, with Adventure Medical Kits, so it's good to have that in there. Like I said, training, no supplement for training, but still very good. And then it came with all these little bullet point cards, which outlines different techniques for all the sections I went over. Fractures, burns, cuts, CPR, and breathing. So little quick reference guides are good to have too. So that's my first aid kit. It's portable, which I like, highly portable. You could, if you're traveling with more than one person, you could go with a bigger kit. It all depends on your size and weight constraints. And like I said, I will be adding to this kit over time, and I may do an updated video at some point on it. I'm not sure, but just a few more things to supplement my needs.